Now that I
You
have
ever been
full
arrested,
screen,
Wolf?
I see the hem of his shirt.
Yeah. I have a weird story about that. You want to hear that one?
Yeah, how'd you get arrested?
Do.
I mean, well, maybe I'll wait for Tyler to come back. But when
call him Tyler when he gets back.
Sorry,
it's okay. It's better.
It's funny.
It's an upgrade, and we like it.
But
I call him all the time
because that's my nephew's name is Tyler, and it's spelled the same way.
Is he white too?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So I'm just used to doing it that way.
Shit, that was supposed to be.
When
funny.
I got arrested, though.
God damn it.
When I got arrested, though, that's when I really learned how messed up the American legal system is. Because if I had a public defender, I would have been screwed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my hired attorney got the charges dismissed immediately, got everything expunged. They took away all the pictures. What do you call it? When you're processed. When you're processed, they take the picture of you and stuff. They go, anyways. So I was in university. I was in New York State, and I was out on the. I don't drink, like when I just go out to bars and stuff. I just dance, and that's how I pick up women and stuff back in the day. So every university has like a street where you have a whole bunch of pubs and stuff. And that's where all the students go to party, right, and stuff. So and of course, when the bars are closing like 2:00 in the morning, that's when all the idiots want to go out and fight. So I've always been the peaceful type, right? I'm a young martial artist. I'm in my 20s. I purposely stay away from fighting because I don't believe in violence. So I'm a very nice guy, but I'm always splitting up fights. I'm that guy who doesn't want to see him. I'll let them fight for a while, and then when it gets getting too violent, I break it up. So. I'm out. We're outside. It's it's a summer night, 2-something in the morning and everything. And some guys are getting into fighting really hard. Like they're just like they're pummeling each other. So I start to, people are just watching too much. And I'm saying, someone's gonna die here if this keeps going. Because I've seen people die before. And that's a whole different story. So I start splitting up the fight. One guy pushes me a little too hard. I push him back I lock my foot behind his and then push him so he falls down. So I just, I got the upper hand and stuff like that. And then one of his girlfriends starts pushing me around. So I kind of move her away without hurting her and everything. And some guy grabs me by the neck from behind, like right behind the neck. And like, this was like a dangerous thing, right? So if you get,
like a rear naked choke or like a collar pull?
No, physically around the back of my neck.
Oh, okay, like loose skin, just crap. Okay,
yeah. Not even loose skin, but like it's a big guy, and he's like pulling me back and everything. So like I just do a basic martial arts move. I just elbow around and just give him a nice, beautiful left hook, right? And then all of a sudden I hear the crowd just go silent, right? And I go, "What? Did I kill him or something like that?" And then all I see is like a badge hanging from his neck, and it's on the floor beside him.
Oh no!
I back the blue, damn it! I don't like the sound of this.
Yeah, and
Wolf, you got to learn to comply.
And so the uniform guys just come and rush me, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like immediately, I go, "Hey, I didn't know what was going on." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's out cold, right?
And I'm
like. It's like I was trying to explain to him, hey, it's self-defense. I didn't know who he was. I couldn't see a badge. I didn't hear anyone else or police. Yada yada.
They were really understanding.
They didn't care. Yeah. They loved it. They loved it.
Once you
he used the Black Panther move on him.
And I even got like in a little more trouble because after they put me in the back of the squad
kicked
car.
Turns out you can't spit on cops.
They put me back in the squad car, and they handcuffed me, and I did not want to be left vulnerable. So as they were driving me to the police for the station, I took my handcuffs and I put them under my butt, and I got my hands in front of me with my handcuffs.
So you slipped your cuffs.
Yeah. So they were even more.
And they didn't like that.
They weren't too happy. They weren't very happy about that.
Offer to put them back.
you jump rope over him again, get him back behind you.
I did, because I did not, because I've heard of police doing stuff to you when you're handcuffed from behind.
You thought we was gonna do some weird shit before?
Yeah.
So he thinks he's hot shit. Jethro, are you attracted to him? No, you're not. Does someone have a big ego? He must to think that we can only do as well as you. Now we are gay, man. Fair enough.
Yeah, bro. They took me to the station. They, processed, yada yada, put me in the cell overnight. I got my phone call and I called my mommy and she goes, "Don't worry, we're gonna find an attorney for you immediately." Right. So next morning, the attorney called, they released me ROR. You know what that means? Are released on your own recognizance or whatever it's called.
Okay.
And so the lawyer said, "You know what? Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it." And again, he's got a huge retainer, yada yada yada. And so the lawyer, my mom flew down to the States, and we had a meeting.
It was an American cop you KO'd?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I told you
it was fucking.
You thought it was a Mountie?
Where
New York State.
Kill a cop.
No, New York State, baby. New York State.
Yeah, he would have got a real finger wag in Canada for that.
I would have had to say sorry 3 times. But
oh yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, by the time my lawyer was done, he said, "Okay, everything's you won't have a record. Everything's gonna be deleted," because I was on my way to law school, right? So that would have messed me up. Mm-hmm. And they said, all you need to do is sign this waiver saying that you will not sue the police department for a false arrest because the police officer did not identify himself properly.
That was why you were found innocent's a weird way to phrase it, but that's why the whole thing was thrown out, because he didn't identify himself.
Yep.
That makes sense. They really should. Before you grab somebody from behind, you should be like, "I'm a cop."
Yeah. And then they even
that's how I do it.
One of the girls who was from my school, actually called in as a witness to say he was actually helping people at the scene and stopping them from fighting each other and stuff like that. Right. So my attorney's assistants tracked her down to find, it was a whole thing. So
dude,
if I didn't have the right representation, bro, who knows how that would have ended up, man. It's crazy. But that's my story of getting arrested.